In the land of Hollywood, figuring out who has had what surgery done could almost be like a sporting event at this point. But when it comes to botches, sometimes there's more to the story than just poor taste or a slip of the scalpel. Let's uncover some dark stories together, shall we? Former star of The Hills, Heidi Montag underwent 10 procedures in just 24 hours back when she was 23, which was including but not limited to a brow lift, Botox, a nose job, a chin reduction, neck lipo, ear pinning, and filler in her cheeks, her lips, and her smile lines. This was so dangerous that she actually died for a minute while in recovery. So with that much surgery, she had to have 24-hour nurse care, and her husband didn't want to leave her side, but he had to. And her security guards called him and told him, Heidi's heart stopped. She's not gonna make it. Now, in the years since, Heidi herself has since called the surgeries a mistake. She's like, people have fewer scars from car accidents than I have on my body. To the shock and surprise of nobody, the poor thing developed health problems due to her multiple surgeries. After getting some of her enhancements reversed in 2013, she told Us magazine that she struggled with the decision. She said, I just didn't want to go back under surgery because it was just so traumatic and something I never wanted. I'm so sick of being the surgery girl. It was the last thing I wanted to do, rebring all that up. It's just been such a nightmare in my life. But she realized she had to do it. She's like, well, it's not really a choice now because it's affecting my health. Tara Reid said her career suffered after her 2004 breast augmentation left her with rippled skin, deformed nipples, and really bad body contouring, which was done by the same surgeon, and it changed her stomach area for the worse. She said, my stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button, and because of it, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work. She also talked about the effects of the breast augmentation, saying after 6 months of it's gonna get better, it started to get worse and worse. I never thought I would have nipples that looked like this. After all that, she had the procedures reversed in 2006. Priscilla Presley fell victim to a botched Botox situation, and it turned out to be worse than normal. A doctor claimed to have something better than Botox. What was it? Well, it was reportedly illegally smuggled silicone from Argentina that was administered by somebody pretending to be a doctor. I really have to know how you wouldn't do a background check on a surgeon before getting cosmetic surgery? I don't know, ask around for recommendations, reach out to networks of friends and colleagues, something. And yes, that explains her puffy face, but not her face's waxy look, which was probably caused by a combination of repeated laser treatments and Botox. If you asked anybody to describe Michelle Visage over the years, her prominent décolletage was sure to be mentioned. Anybody who's a fan of Drag Race could quote a million boob jokes that have been made about specifically her chest, with the iconic Bianca Del Rio once saying, she'd show versatility when Michelle wears a turtleneck. Ergo not showing off her most talked about feature. As a former singer for the pop group Seduction and a fixture of the New York City drag and ballroom scenes, Michelle got her first set of breast implants at the age of just 21, when she couldn't shake the insecurity she felt over her naturally smaller boobs. Back in 2021, the internet broke when she mentioned she was getting her implants removed. Turns out the entire time she had the things, she was going through physical hell from the side effects. She tried everything to cure them. She saw chiropractors, medicine doctors, tried cryotherapy, infrared saunas. She even saw a cardiologist at the age of 23 because of heart palpitations. At the age of 29, Michelle was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid condition, and doctors were like, yeah, we don't know what's causing it. According to a toxicology report, Michelle still has traces of the implant silicone throughout her body, which explains why she's still feeling those side effects even after the implants got taken out. A neurologist said it takes an average of 10 years to fully recover, which is bonkers. The iconic supermodel Linda Evangelista spent 6 years in hiding after her rare reaction to a procedure known as cool sculpting, and told Vogue she was so depressed that she hated herself after being left permanently deformed and brutally disfigured. So, during this procedure, the model's fat cells are supposed to shrink and deteriorate. It's known as cool sculpting. But unfortunately, Linda was one of a small percentage who have a bad reaction that results in the procedure doing the opposite of what it's intended to. The fat didn't vanish, it quadrupled and sent the poor woman into hiding. Within 3 months after her treatments, she started noticing bulges at her chin, her thighs, and her bra area, which were the same areas she wanted to shrink. They were growing and hardening. And then they turned numb. She tried to fix it herself, thinking she was doing something wrong. She wanted to diet, she was exercising more. But she said, and I quote, I got to the point where I wasn't eating at all. I thought I was losing my mind. Fast forward to June of 2016, she got the first of 2 full-body liposuction surgeries. Now, following that, she had to wear compression garments, girdles, and a chin strap for 8 weeks. But the side effects came back, even after a second liposuction in July of 2017. Also, apparently her posture has been affected, because she can no longer put her arms flat along her side. Jamie Lee Curtis has been honest about her troublesome feelings towards aging, and how her efforts to it actually hindered her work. temporarily at least. In a 2002 interview, she admitted to having several procedures, including lipo and Botox, and that she didn't like the results of any of them. Heck, she even suffered from a painkiller addiction post-op. However, it was surgery on her under-eye bags in her 20s that she said actually hurt her ability to make a movie, and she was cut from said movie, which was a wake-up call. Yolanda Hadid opened up about how her battle with Lyme disease caused her to remove her implants and dissolve her fillers in an attempt to discover the root of her illness. So she had the implants removed in 2015 after the doctors discovered that one had ruptured and was actually leaking silicone into her chest cavity. Now, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills captured the moment on camera, but she didn't stop there. She had all of her cosmetic surgeries reversed. To quote her Instagram, 55 and smiling from the inside out. Finally back to the original 1964, living in a body free of breast implants, fillers, Botox, extensions, and all the BS I thought I needed in order to keep up with what society conditioned me to believe what a sexy woman should look like, until the toxicity of it all almost killed me. And that's it for me, folks. I've been Alexa, the resident emo girly, and if you learned anything from my ramblings today, could you help us out by giving this video some love? Cheers, folks. See y'all next time.